On the way na rin ako dyan, madam. I am
Madam,
clean.
meron kaming confession sa inyo, Even if we're type A people.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the boot camp for grown-ups in progress. Camp
Confidence! Hello mga madam and welcome back to another episode. Last week, we talked about planning, etc. And this week naman, we're gonna be talking about our updated habits. As you guys know, if you followed the podcast for a while, namin naging habits, new hobbies, etc. And today, it's a little update session para malaman nyo kung ano na naman ang pinagkakaabalahan namin. We're so excited to share this.
Ano na namang mga gusto nating mangyari sa buhay natin as people who has a lot of things that we want to do in life. So,
Kasi
yun.
kailangan ng balance. Kailangan natin ng balance because as much as we want to work and we want to do these things, when you have a solid routine, I believe it's so much easier to incorporate new things into your life because you can make sure that there's time for these things, you know, that you have energy for these things. So, that being said, shall we begin?
We shall.
Sorry, inside joke. It's my YouTube channel intro from 2017. Anyway, okay, so first things first. The question I want to ask is, what's new in your daily routine?
In my daily routine, before, ang gising ko, madam, is 7:15 kasi 7:30 training ko na with Miss O. Now, I tried to make it earlier, an hour earlier, para I can make time for my meditation and journal. So, I wake up at 6:30 now, 6:30 a.m. na, para may time ako to enjoy the peace and quiet and the birds chirping before I go sa workout ko. Kasi dati parang I'm always on a rush. Na parang, akala mo naman ang layo ng pupuntahan ko, no? Zoom training lang naman po ito. So, alam mo yun, 7:15, gising ko, palit, to 7:30, Zoom meeting na. Then ako nagbubuhat sa bahay.
How long is your training?
It takes, kasi may chika eh. Meron kami. Sabi ni Miss O, chika yon pero sabi niya, it's philosophy. Ganyan. Ano siya. So, parang 8 o'clock, nag-start na kami mag-train, tapos hanggang mga 9 to 9:30 yun. 9:30 sagad na yun.
Tapos, how do you transition to work mode, Rizza?
After that,
Kasi nagluluto ka pa. Luto ka na ngayon.
nagluluto na po ako ngayon, which I'll talk more about later. Ayan. Meron akong overnight oats. Overnight oats na talaga. Yung mga easy breakfast lang. Para hindi ko na masyadong isipin. Tapos may mga template na ako dyan. Kung anong breakfast ka ng Monday hanggang Sunday. Ganon. Yun. Tapos, yun na, ligo, and by 10 a.m., na ako. Work mode na.
Ano yung work day mo in a life? Because you have a lot of different hats. So, anong itsura nun? And how do you manage?
So, I theme my days, madam. So, I have themed days. So, Monday to Friday, I have themed days. Monday, Tuesday, that's all meetings, admin work, stuff. And then, Wednesday and Thursday, it's my creative hat naman. So, that's when I write scripts, that's when I film, that's when I batch create content, ganyan. That's when parang mas reflective ako, ganun, pag Wednesday, Thursdays. And then Fridays is my habol day. So, anything na hindi ko nagawa ng Monday to Thursday, ginagawa ko siya ng Friday. Para parang easing into the weekend na. Tapos,
wrap up.
Yeah, wrap up. The Saturday, ayan pala, meron akong bago sa routine ko. Every Saturday, meron na kaming to rest ng siblings ko. So, every Saturday morning, naglalakad kami sa nearby mall. Parang perimeter ng mall. So, we could also walk the dogs. Yeah. Kasi yung workout, chika ka na rin, workout routine ko. MWF is weightlifting with Miss O. Tapos TTH is yoga with Miss O pa rin. The Saturday, yun yung bago. Yun yung bago. Active rest. Tsaka para makabonding ko din yung mga siblings ko and our dog.
That's nice. So intentional.
Ganun siya. How about you, madam? Wait,
paano paggabi? So, what time do you end work?
Okay, I end work. Sorry, day and a life. Ang bilis ko ma-sidetrack, no?
Oo. I'm
Wait!
here. I got
Buti na
you.
lang. A great host.
Baka
Ayan. So, sa gabi, so I end my work. I try to end work
Mm.
by 6 p.m. kasi magluluto na ako niya ng dinner.
Sino ka dyan?
Ayan. Teka lang, before dinner, lunch muna. Lunch muna.
Lunch with
So,
Josh.
lunch
Always.
with Josh na non-negotiable. Nagtatampo siya kapag hindi ko siya kasama mag-lunch, ganyan. Tawag dito, so 10, 'di ba? 10 AM work Riza na. By 11:30
Luto.
magluluto na ako hanggang mga 12.
Mm.
Then 12 to 1, yan ang lunch date namin with Netflix
Mm.
and kung anong
Yeah.
mga papanoorin. And then 1 onwards hanggang 6 PM, that's dinner na. Dinner time. Tapos, hanggang mga 7:30.
Mm.
Then 7:30 kung minsan
Mag-work
po
pa rin
nagwo-work pa
yan.
rin ako. Minsan po nagwo-work pa rin ako, pero ang limit ko is dapat hanggang 9:30 lang.
Okay.
9:30 lang. Ideally, in a perfect world, 9:30. Tas yan na, 9:30 wind down, dapat
Do not
nakatulog na ako ng,
disturb.
yes, 10:30 or 11 dapat tulog na ako.
Nasusunod mo ba yun?
Siyempre hindi. Totoo lang tayo dito, mga madam. Minsan, yan na,
In an ideal world.
'di ba? Kaya nga, in a perfect world, we try to be in a perfect world, but it doesn't happen all the time. Siyempre, life happens, schedule moves around. Yun nga, dahil nga mas gracious na tayo sa sarili natin and we're kind of letting loose a bit. Ayan, hindi na tayo sobrang stiff. Ayan. So, okay na ako.
Stiff.
Hindi na masyadong stiff. Oh, how about your schedule, Madam Ayin? Walk us through your schedule.
Because I wanted to ask this because it's important to understand our own routines. Because before, alam mo, pag tinanong ako, what's your routine like? Or what do you do in a day? It's like, I don't really know. Walang intentional energy in that conversation. So now I'm trying to really understand what I do, what I pour my energy into, especially hour by hour, anong mga pinaggagawa ko talaga. So, a lot of new updates for me because I've let go of a lot of things. I posted in one of my update videos na parang I let go of a lot of things to gain myself back.
Ah.
And it's so true. Talagang ngayon, before lagi kong iniisip na I can be everything. I was an entrepreneur, I was a host, I was a content creator, I was a nonprofit founder, I was a teacher. I was doing so many things. And now I'm like, what do I really want? Because I realized I was doing these other things just because I can.
Yeah.
But it was depleting my energy. And now that I've realized that about myself, slowly nag-let go ako. And ngayon, I would say my daily routine is very centered on what's gonna make me happiest. Yeah. So, like for today, first thing in the morning, well, okay, a good morning starts the night before.
Yes. True. Very true.
So, nagsimula ang araw ko last night. Okay, new thing. This is like 2 days old. Kaka-start ko lang maging clean person.
You are.
I am a clean
and
person. I am
organized.
organized. I am neat. Anyway, so because I am a neat and organized person,
Sure.
before I slept, I made sure to unpack all of my stuff from yesterday's training. I've been training again because I am training for a triathlon. So yesterday was my swim day. So kagabi, I made sure all of the stuff that I brought with me to the pool, like my swimsuit, my head cap, my goggles, I washed them. I mean, ideally, immediately yun. Pero gracious. The night before, I made sure hindi ko siya maiwan overnight. And also my equipment. So I washed them, I rinsed them, and then put them away. May isa pa akong naalam na tip. Don't put down, put away. Because that's me. I'm like, I don't need this.
Later na lang.
Lalagay ko. Ay, nako. Never. Later? Never works. So anyway, so I put them away. And then I got my outfit ready for the next day. So I knew I was gonna work out first thing in the morning. So I had my little outfit. Matchy pa yung socks ko dun. Tsaka yung set ko from Icon Stacks. Lovely. Ang ganda ng boobs ko dun.
Oh,
my cleavage. Ganon. But anyway, so I put that, get that ready, charge my watch, charge my earphones, anything I need to charge. Because I swear, if may hindi ako na-charge, I'll be annoyed. I won't do it. So talagang like the night before pa lang, pina-prime ko na sarili ko. Paggising ko, ito gagawin ko. So yun. And then I make sure I get enough sleep. Medyo na-derail ako because Rika called me. But of course, we gotta make time for our friends.
Yeah, of course.
So we video called for like 30 minutes. And then I was like, sis, I love you, but I need to sleep. Which is a hard boundary, As a madaldal, Diyos ko, itutuloy ko talaga yun kung ano. But sabi ko sa kanya, matutulog ako.
Mhm.
So natulog ako, and then, oh my gosh, I had a restful sleep. Amazing. When I woke up, yeah, I put on my outfit, washed my face, sunblock. Yun lang naman ang ginagawa ko.
Yeah.
Hindi na ako nagsiskincare agad before the gym. So just sunblock, sunscreen. And then, yeah, I did my gym workout. Again, I already had in mind kung ano yung gagawin ko. So I do have an app called Alive. It's called the Alive app. And may mga workouts doon na merong program. Pero ang gusto ko kasi, because meron ako in my head, may sarili akong split ng workout. So I have my push days, so anything push movements,
Yep.
upper body.
Mhm.
My pull days, anything like this. And then I have my leg days. So yun lang yung tatlong things. So as long as in a week I hit all three of them, I'm happy.
Mhm.
So it's medyo low maintenance siya for me compared to before I was working out 6 days a week. So okay na to for me. At least balance na siya. So I did that. I prepared my breakfast. Oh, isa pa. I had 2 breakfasts today.
Aha.
So it's a pre-workout. I
Okay.
had cereal.
Mhm.
I learned that cereal is a good, quick, and easy breakfast para lang may laman tiyan ko. Kasi, pag gutom ako, madam, di ako makafunction.
Same.
So nalaman ko na I can't do fasted workouts. Why fasted? No. Walang fast.
Anong fast?
Walang fast. Slow. So breakfast, cereal, and then after nun, I had my second breakfast. Yun yung actual shirataki rice,
Yeah.
corned beef,
Yeah.
leftover.
Mhm.
So, ang dali lang niyang
Sarap?
i-prepare. Oh, grabe, sarap talaga. And then, shower, get ready, put on makeup. I also have a new makeup kit na yun yung full face ko but minimal. So, no foundation, ganyan. As in, yun lang, sobrang konti niya lang. Mga maybe 5 products.
Mhm.
And then I have that in my bag. So, if I ever have to put on makeup while driving, I can do it. And I
Easy-cheesy.
know the routine. Hindi ko siya
Mhm.
pag-iisipan.
Yeah.
So, that's what it
Ayun.
is. Because I was running late. So, I was like, diretso na ako sa car, drive na ako. And then, pag matraffic ka naman dito sa
Yeah.
Pilipinas
Uh-huh.
So, I knew I had time to do it. And then, and now I'm here. This is work. So, for today, we have our podcast recording. So, whatever it is, if it's a major thing, I allot the day for it.
Same.
Pag nagawa ko to, okay lang. There's just one thing.
Yeah.
If you have more than one thing, doing too much, girl. That's what I tell myself anyway.
Yeah.
Kasi, I mean, I do have the privilege of setting up my life. So why not make it work for me, diba?
Mhm.
So some days, if ibang days, iba itsura niya. Like, I'm filming a YouTube video or I'm batch filming Ayn Bernos content.
Yeah.
Yung mga vlogs ko, medyo mas digestible sila. So easier.
Mhm.
And then, after that, today, magka-climbing kami.
As a first-time climber. Oh my God.
Dadaling
I'm
ko
so
na siya
excited.
finally sa favorite place ko in the world, Climb Central Manila.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited for you.
Alam mo,
Para
chika
new-
ka na lang din sa kanila. Alam niyo, sobrang excited ako mag-climb. Kasi, sinet namin to last week. Na
Yeah.
parang last recording. Oh, tara, climb tayo. Okay, sige, game. Alam niyo ba, sobrang nerd ko talaga. Kasi, as in that moment, I said yes kay Ayin na magka-climb kami. Sabi ko agad sa trainer ko, Miss, magka-climb kami. Tara, train tayo for climbing. Sabi nung fitness coach ko, sabi niya, it's okay, let's train for that. So, ayun.
Kaya.
Kayang-kaya. Tapos parang, syempre, first time ko, sinearch ko na kagad, what to expect when wall climbing. Tapos as in talaga, madam, kagabi, yun yung last
Thought in
content.
your head.
Last content na kinonsume ko talaga. Parang, paano ba, saan ba galing, paano, mga do's and don'ts, ganon. What to expect, chu. So, yun lang. I'm excited later.
Yeah, that's a really good thing to do because there's been a lot of people asking me because I posted something on TikTok about my hobbies and I have a lot. I have a lot that I inject into my routine every day. Paano mag-start ng bagong hobby? How do you add a new thing to your routine? And it's like, research. Guys, we have
Yeah.
Google. And when I figure out that there's something I'm interested in, immediately I Google it. My
Same.
Pinterest board, everything. Like, this is gonna be me.
Yeah.
It's my new personality.
Yes.
Pero seryoso, and it really works because you
Yeah.
get into the headspace that you can be that person. When you have that information, you can do more things. So yeah, ganun lang naman siya. It's really not that complicated. You just figure it out.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then you make space in your life for it if you want
Mhm.
it. But if
Mhm.
you're trying it once, then go try it once, set a day for it, an afternoon for it, and then figure out the rest. So
Mhm.
yun.
Yeah, and habang nandito na tayo sa topic of
Mm-mm.
setting up ourselves to success. Wow, for success. Meron tayong mga bagong habits na
Yes.
sine-set up. And let's
Mm-mm.
talk about how do we prepare for it? How do we parang how do we prepare for new habits na gusto nating
Mm-hmm.
i-introduce in our lives?
Yeah.
Aside from having Pinterest and researching. Ganun.
So I guess let's start with the one thing that we're adding. And so I signed up for a triathlon. And I'm training for a triathlon. I started last week, and then officially yesterday I met my coach and
Mhm.
I did my first swim session. And for those of you who are not familiar with a triathlon, it's a race where you swim, and then after you swim, matapos ka sa swimming mo, you bike, and then after you bike, you run. So I kasi earlier this year I got into biking with my dad, and I was already a swimmer. I've been swimming since I was 7 years old competitively. So I was like, dadagdag ko na lang yung running. Eh di
Mhm.
kompleto na siya.
Yeah.
And I did triathlons when I was in high school, but for intrams lang naman. So I was like, bakit nga ba hindi ko siya gawin yan? So
Yeah.
I set it as a goal for me to complete before I'm 30 years old. Just because even though it's just a number, it's still an important milestone for me personally. So I wanted to challenge my limiting beliefs na parang sinasabi ko, I'm not a runner. I hate running.
Mhm.
But when I ask myself, like, why do I even say that to myself? Do I really hate running or do I just believe na I can't do it? So after that reflection, I realized I want to do it. And even swimming, the reason I quit before was because I was ashamed of my dark skin.
Mhm.
But now I'm in a place where I'm confident in my skin. I embrace my color. So what kung umitim ako? So ayun, sobrang na-excite ako to do that. And I primed myself to prepare for this. So number one thing that's important to think about when you're injecting something in your routine is it a short-term goal? Is it a long-term goal?
Yeah.
And if it's a long-term goal, is it something that you wanna sustainably do until you grow old and you die? Or is it something that has a timeline? So yung sa akin, it's both short-term and long-term. Yung short-term ko is I wanna finish the race. The race is in September. I wanna be physically fit, mentally fit for the challenge in
Mhm.
September. So now, having that short-term goal, I can plot how much work do I need to do per week to make sure that come September, I'm ready. Now, the long term goal is I want to be this athletic until I grow old.
Mhm.
I mean, I've seen triathletes, marathoners who are healthy until they're like 60 plus 70.
Goal.
So even though maybe not that level of fit, I don't need to podium, I don't need to be that good, but I want to be able to do that consistently as I grow old. Like I still can get better. And I've seen people who can do it, so why not me? Again, why not me? Bakit
Yeah.
di ako? So yun, and now that I've set those short-term and long-term goals, I can now understand why I do what I do on a daily basis. Kasi parang I guess when I was younger and I was training because sabi ng coach ko ganto or sabi ng mom ko ganto or sabi ni ganto ganyan, parang ako like, bakit ako nagpapagod? Ba't ko ba 'to ginagawa?
Gusto ko nga ba
Yeah.
talaga 'to?
But there is so much power in setting your own goals and understanding why you're doing it. And kaya ngayon parang waking up in the morning and doing my workout or driving to the pool to do my oh my God, like sobrang hirap. Naalala ko nung bata ako, I hated it.
Mhm.
But now that I chose it for myself, it's so empowering.
Mhm.
So yun, I guess that's it. That's how I mentally injected it into my life.
Mhm. Love it.
What's your new goal?
Ako
Or like,
ako my new habit that I'm trying to incorporate in my life is cooking my own meals.
oh
So, I
yes.
also have this limiting belief na hindi ako marunong magluto, tamad ako magluto. It's always one of my beliefs na parang, hindi ko kaya magluto, ganyan. But for this year, we are shattering that belief.
Yeah, shatter it.
We will shatter that limiting belief na I am a great cook.
Yeah.
I prepare my own healthy meals, ganyan. Kasi ako, fitness-wise, madam, may mga na-hit na akong goals like with yoga, my headstands, or with weightlifting, I finally nag-start na ako with barbells, which is great, which is so exciting. But parang isa sa mga, kasi yung sleep ko din, maayos na yung sleeping patterns ko. So, ang one factor na lang talaga na hindi ko maayos-ayos is my nutrition. So, yun talaga yung gusto kong karirin for this year. So, sabi ko, okay, so if I choose to believe that I love cooking and I can prep my own meals, ano yung mga steps na pwede kong gawin para that could help me achieve my goal? Usually kasi, before that, and before the steps, ina-identify ko muna kung saan ba ako nahirapan?
Yeah.
Ano ba yung frictions ko? Ano ba yung struggles ko?
That's such a good point. You need to identify your frictions because you need to make it easy para sa'yo. Kung
Yeah.
nahihirapan ka, padaliin mo.
Bakit hindi ko 'to ginagawa? Bakit nga ba? So, nagre-reflect ako. Ang mga frictions ko was, number one, I do not have easy recipes on hand. Second is wala akong weekly plan or monthly plan ng meals ko. Third is walang naka-schedule sa kalendaryo ko. So, alam naman po
As a
natin, mga
calendar
madam, as a
girl.
calendar girly, it has to be there. So, yun yung mga things that I can control, di ba? So, number one, I do not have easy recipes. So, what I did for me to be able, para frictionless ang ating routine, ang ating bagong habit, nag-research ako ng mga madadaling recipes, mga 5-minute, 10-minute quick healthy recipes. Nagpatulong din ako sa trainer ko kung ano yung mga pwedeng madaling recipes that can fit my lifestyle. Tapos, so yan, that's number one. Second is that I do not have a meal planned for the entire week or the entire month. So, ito na po. Let's
Eto na,
Google sheet
spreadsheet
those.
na.
Let's spreadsheet those, shall we? So, gumawa na ako ng, okay, so Monday till Sunday, meron akong mga meals planned. That's breakfast, snacks, lunch, dinner. Para I can strategize. Dun sa mga sheets na yon, meron na ring links ng recipes. So I can strategize. Di ko naisipan everyday, ano nga ba yung recipe gagawin ko? Wala na. Frictionless na siya, madam. Kasi I'll just go to the spreadsheet. And then this is my recipe for the day. This is the grocery list that I need for this week. Yun na. So, frictionless. And then third was, ano ba yung sabi ko? Hindi ako naka-carve out ng time for that. So, I calendar blocked it. And sa schedule ko para you can really carve out time. So, yun talaga sa akin, madami. When I'm building a habit, it needs to really be frictionless and it has to be easy for me. At nakakalendaryo.
So, naalala ko dun sa calendar na kasi sinabi mo, di ba, parang tinatamad ako, ganyan. And I feel like that's one of the biggest frictions for me na parang, what if I don't feel like it? So it's important, I guess, knowing who you are, how you are. Kasi ikaw, I feel like you're a little more motivated than I am, honestly. Like, I feel like, I feel like you're a little more, ano ba yun, neuro-normal. Kasi ano ba yung opposite ng neurodivergent?
I don't know.
Pero kasi ako parang, nadidistract ako. Pag nadidistract ako, nako-confuse ako.
Yeah.
Yung decision making ko, alam mo yun, parang napaparalyze ako. Like, what do I do next? So, knowing how I am, I can now decide how to be or how my calendar is gonna look like. So, unlike you, na you're like, you can do every hour, parang every hour down to a T, diba? Me, not so much. So that's why I have one thing for the whole day because I know I'm about to waste a lot of time.
Dapat may wiggle room.
Yeah, you need wiggle room,
yun.
especially if you know that's how you are. If you know you're the kind of person who's gonna take some time to get into the mood, plano mo yung getting into the mood. So like, for me, maybe, let's say making a YouTube video. Oh my God, I hate it if I'm just alone. Like, kung ako lang, that's why I love vlogging eh, kasi mas madali lang yun. Pero yung editing ko, Diyos ko, kailan ko yun
Right.
ilalagay? So
Yes.
like, I need a whole day for it. So I can get my workout in, get ready, dress up, get myself in the mood to work. So magpuput on ako ng makeup. That's gonna take like 2 hours. So I account for those times na medyo kailangan ko dilly-dally.
Mhm.
And then, I think when I adjusted my calendar to reflect how I am as a person, it became less frustrating because now I can actually achieve my tasks and complete my tasks versus before na I'll schedule this, pero hindi ko siya ma-follow.
Tas
And
mafu-frustrate
tas
ka lang.
mafe-frustrate ka. And that's how you build self-trust eh. If you say you're gonna do something and you actually do it, then totoo ka sa sarili mo. You didn't flake on yourself. So
Mhm.
you build self-trust. But every time you say you're gonna do something and you fail to do it, alam mo yun, like, less and less do you believe in yourself.
Yeah.
So now I have adjusted to adjust yung makokontrol ko, which is like how I plan.
Yeah.
Yun.
And self-awareness really has a huge role sa
Yeah.
pag-adjust natin with our habits,
Mhm.
right? Self-awareness
So
and
yun yung
wiggle room.
wiggle room. Wiggle room is so important. Okay, moving on to maybe our less major additional habits. Kasi I guess yun yung biggest in terms of what takes up our day. It's cooking for you and me, it's training. Ano yung mga minor habits that you've added? Maybe like, if not daily, maybe weekly, monthly stuff
Mhm.
that you've been adding to your routine.
Oh, adding into my routine. Oh, eto. Kasi I also want to manifest. After kong maging I love cooking and I love meal prepping. Ang gusto ko na is I am clean and organized. Ayan. On the way na rin ako dyan, madam. I am
Madam,
clean.
meron kaming confession sa inyo, ah. Even if we're type A people, physical space, disorganized. It's not giving. The physical space is not giving.
I know.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, madam. Kasi honestly and realistically, dami talaga nating ginagawa sa buhay. And I know it might sound na nagdadahilan ako. Baka oo, nagdadahilan talaga ako.
Nagdadahilan tayo, madam.
Pero, again, it's something that we can really work on. So, it's something that we need energy na kailangan nating lagyan ng energy, kailangan nating lagyan ng time. I think I can also say na it's something that I can improve on in the future. But for now, nagse-set aside ako every weekend, every Sunday morning, nagse-set aside ako ng 1 hour of my time to clean up. Gano'n.
Mm.
Yeah. Kasi, as in, tina-timer ko siya, madam, As in, meron akong timer. Okay, so kung ano lang matapos ko dito, I'll stop. Including all the procrastination, including all the sidetracking. Basta kung ano lang yung magawa ko for that hour, happy na ako dun. Plus,
Talaga,
again,
naha-happy ka
being
na.
being so gracious about myself talaga. Katulad nung kinuwento ko sa'yo kanina. Kasi, I was sort of rushing going here. Tapos kagabi kasi hindi ako nakapag-ayos ng dishes, ng mga
Yep.
bagay-bagay, makalat yung table, makalat yung office ko, home
Mm.
office. Tapos nag-uumpisa na akong mairita. Parang, "This is really not giving, huh?" Tapos, ang proud naman ako dun sa sarili ko, madam, is I was able to catch myself na meron akong ganong thoughts. Okay, naiirita ka na, Riz. Okay, let's zoom out, breathe. It's okay kasi you did not have energy to do this last night. Okay? This is a great day. Parang pinepep talk ko yung sarili ko,
Yeah.
madam. This is going to be a great day. You need a lot of energy. Kung ano lang yung kaya mong hugasan dyan, kung kailangan mo ng knife or ng chopping board dahil gusto mo lang magluto ng quick
Yeah.
breakfast or whatever, yun lang ang hugasan mo. 'Di ba? Kapag balik mo, if you have energy for that, gawin natin. If not, okay lang, gano'n. So, matinding grace talaga, eh, especially with habits na ang hirap gawin.
Yeah. I think, I've identified my roadblock for this whole cleaning problem situation that we have going on. I think it's perfection. I think it's our need for perfection because I grew up in a very organized household. I'm a Virgo raised by a Capricorn. My mother is so neat and organized that I learned, I mean, upon reflecting for a while, na-accept ko na number one, disorganized talaga akong tao. Number two, yung standards ko ng malinis, nanay ko. At sobrang linis ng nanay ko. Like, the way she's kept our home so amazingly organized and clean, like, yun yung standard ko.
Mhm.
And if I can't reach that level of cleanliness, I'm
Wag na
like,
lang.
wag na lang. Hindi ko kaya maging Lara Bernos, wag na lang. Bakit ko pa, why would I even try? Like, why bother if hindi ko kaya maging nanay ko?
Oo.
But that's not a sustainable way to look at life, you know?
Mhm.
I need to grow up at one point. I'm 29. Like, I've got to figure out how to clean my own house. So I've fully moved into my own apartment. Because before, I feel like I was living in two places because on the weekends, I'd go home to my family and then I treat it as my home still. And I have my own apartment. And I think what I've been doing is escaping. Pag makalat sa ano ko,
Dito na nga.
punta ako kay mami. Linis ako kay mami. Malinis din eh. So punta ako doon. And then pagka nakalatan ko yung kwarto ko doon, alis muna ako kasi alam ko lilinisin naman nila yun. You know, and it's like, that is not the way to live. Dumating nga, nag-away nga kami ng kapatid ko dun eh.
Oo.
Nag-away kami ni Eileen about that. And that's the first time we've ever fought. And, you know, it really made me reflect that, holy, am I that messy? I am. So I'm gonna address that problem.
Yes.
I'm
We
actually
will slowly address that.
I'm actually moving to a new place. And because I'm moving to a new place, which I'm downsizing, I'm downsizing to be closer to BGC and all the ganaps and the gyms. And also, it's cheaper. It's a two-bedroom apartment, but it's almost half my rent. So I was like, okay, bet.
Uh-huh.
And then, sabi ko, ayoko mag-start over at a new place with the same habits because I'm just gonna ruin that for me. So, yun. Yun talaga yung inaayos ko ngayon and update ko kayo guys when I figured it out, Ngayon, hindi pa.
Balang araw mapapanood niyo na lang kami nasa
No.
#cleantalk na kami.
Alam niyo, sa totoo lang clean talk talaga. Ay naku, sinasabi ko talaga. I
Oo.
wanna declutter my space. Actually, I wanna be a minimalist. Mukha ba tong
Sobrang
minimalist? Minimalist? Malay niyo, pag ako dumating doon,
tignan natin.
I want to be.
Yeah.
I wanna have a capsule wardrobe. I wanna have just one of each kahit na smorgasbord ang aking grabe, hindi alam mo, na-realize ko, hindi kasya yung mga damit ko sa closet sa condo. So
Oh
I really
gosh.
need to let go.
Uh-huh.
I've been all my clothes, 2 closets, one in Commonwealth, another one here. That's just, what am I? Pia Wurtzbach? I'm not. Like, why do I need that many clothes? I don't need that many clothes. So anyway, that being said, anong advice natin sa mga tao na gusto ng bagong habit?
Oh, ayun nga. Ako ano ba, advice is yun nga, be strategic also. Kasi yes, we have goals, but we still really need to be strategic. Hindi lang tayo pwedeng, okay, I wanna be that, I wanna do that, but how, ano yung mga nitty-gritty?
Ano yung step by
Yeah,
step?
ano yung step by step? I know it can be overwhelming, especially now, thinking sa perspective ng I wanna be organized. Parang yes, I am overwhelmed. Parang, paano ko ba 'to gagawin? Parang yun nga,
Yeah.
totoo yung sabi mo, nakaka-paralyze siya na kasi bago yan eh. Parang new neural pathways yan in your brain. Yeah, bagong pathways yan in your brain para ma-form yung habits. And forming habits is really hard. But as long as yung parang mental state mo andon, yung how do you, again, ask yourself, how do you want to feel kapag ma-achieve mo tong goal na to?
Yeah.
So, that's number one, mental state. Next is yun nga, be nitty-gritty. Ano ba yung mga bagay na
Yeah.
kailangan mong gawin? Be strategic. And next is kalendaryo. Carve out time. Literally carve out time. Kasi we all have the same 24 hours in a day. So, I know it can be quite difficult, especially if parang siguro kukuha ka ng kunwari 15 minutes from your Netflix time to maybe tackle the dishes. Alam mo yun?
Dishes, I'm telling you.
Dishes.
My mortal enemy. Ayoko talaga naghuhugas ng pinggan.
Mag-dishwasher ka na lang, madam.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna invest on one when I move to my new place. Sinasabi ko sa inyo.
Yeah. Yes.
Ay, no. May isa pa akong solution. There's a dishwashing problem pa. Besides buying a dishwasher. Because I don't know. I feel like other people can wash the dishes. Why not me, right?
Huh.
But I'm gonna get rubber gloves because it's a sensory issue for me.
Yeah.
Nangingilo ako eh. And
Mm.
honestly, like gross. Leftover the mushiness, ew. Hindi ko talaga kaya yung basang kanin. Ay, Lord, hindi ko kaya talaga. So, rubber gloves.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do that. But update ko kayo.
Ay, yung parang feeling natin Adjuma tayo. Yung,
Inisip ko like Western suburban wife.
di ba?
Ganun. Sige, try ko yun. Update ko kayo. But,
isa pa pala, madam, ginagawa ko. Sorry. Being organized and clean. Na ini-imagine ko na nasa clean talk nga talaga ako. Alam mo yung mga ASMR content na parang, di ba, may table, i-clean up nila yung table. So, talagang literally sinaset up ko yung tripod, yung
mo pinapost?
finifill. Edit ko yan. Makikita niyo ako sa hashtag clean talk talaga. So, parang, tapos yung nagsispray, tapos,
I wanna be that person.
ganon. So, we are imbibing
Okay.
everything. We are clean,
Yeah.
organized.
Okay. Sige, update namin kayo. But I guess just to reiterate what she's reiterate. You need to embody the kind of person you want to be instead of saying one of the two most powerful words. I am. So I am clean. And moving forward, I'm a clean girl. So anyway, mga madam, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Camp Confidence Writer. Thank you so much for your time. And hopefully, if you guys have any habits that you want to share with us, if you need an accountability buddy, tag us on Instagram. That's at Camp Confidence Radio. If you want to share, also at Rizza Lana and at Ayn Bernos.
Yeah. And please do not forget to rate us at least 5 stars on Spotify. And we will see you on the next one.
Thank you, Mama Dan. Bye.